So basically, what we're trying to do in this run of Death Road to Canada is we're going to try and save all of our ammo for the final 3 sieges, which always usually fuck you in the butt. Right now we're on the first run, which my weapon broke already, which usually is the easiest one. If you haven't played Death Road to Canada before, you can see it up in the top right. You have 15 days, and then the time. Why that's important is because usually it's 15 days until you get to Canada, and they always become more aggressive at night. So you have to watch out. So basically, we're trying to get to Canada, starting at Florida, because Canada is supposed to be safe from any zombies. These guys. Cans of food are the new money. Cash isn't as nutritious. Usually you'll get to a trader's camp and you can trade food for weapons or ammo. The group drives into a city as it starts to get dark. Try not to lose track. Because it's near sunset, we have to be a little more quick, because once it gets to night, they get a little more aggressive. And let's go to the pet shop. Of course, even though I chose pet shop, you can also go to different buildings that are around the pet shop or near the pet shop. Sometimes, no idea why, there can usually be gasoline in the toilets, or bullets, I guess, but a lot of the time, gasoline. As you can tell, the music is a little upbeat, because this game doesn't really take itself that seriously. For instance, it's like, you can get an anime girl character who just destroys everything, or different things like that. Not meant to be taken that seriously. I'm only taking this because it's good for dealing with hordes, which I'm gonna store it afterwards, just because we're gonna save it for a final couple sieges. As you can tell, it's gotten really dark, and the zombies are all getting a little more aggressive. They're kind of chasing me throughout each, which is not really a good thing, because it can fuck us in the butt. Could be a good thing just to leave and not go to the pet shop, but I kind of do still want to check out. Oh, and sometimes there can be dogs. You can get dogs. Later on in the game, you'd have to feed it 10 food, and you tame it. You can't really take any of these. Of course, you can take all the femurs, and this is what I mean by they'll follow you, as in, we are screwed. And I said I wanted to save all the ammo, but this is already. And now we'll leave. It's just another day in Death Road when someone farts in the car. Drama and mystery consume the team. Pick someone to blame. As you know, as I said before, this game does not take itself too seriously. Ellen solves the mystery. Ellen explains a complicated sequence of deduction that arrives at one conclusion, that the fart was made by a ghost. The group sets up camp outside a grocery store. They notice another group has been following them and will probably attempt to loot the place. Send one person in to loot. We'll send Ellen, because I like my character. Ellen decides to make a detour. Taking this route was way too optimistic. It lasted for days. The group eats a decent meal and lose gas 80. You're gonna want to stay full on gas and food, because if you run out of gas, you have to abandon your car. And if you don't have food, their morale decreases, which means people can leave the group. As I said before, there is trading camps. We'll just see what we can get, because sometimes you can rob them, which is always fun. Also, here's a tip. Don't tell them to cool it if you have the chance. As I said before, the game doesn't take itself very seriously. This man is selling anime and anime accessories from a converted food truck. I am doing my part to keep civilization together, one anime sale at a time. You have 13 food left. So we got nothing too good from the trader camp, but it's still good to check trader camps, because you do have the chance to just go into their houses, if they have any, and rob them. The group finds a new person. Screw. Ah, shit. So this was eventful? Shit. Okay. So we're all hurt. So we're gonna manage all of our things. She has a ton of femurs. Usually, sieges with a cabin are pretty damn good, because there's always food, and medical supplies, and weapons. Which, weapons we need for the final sieges. And there's also gasoline, which, it was kind of dumb of us to come in here, though, because, of the fact that they're all gonna storm in and just fuck us in the butt. Okay. But we've got it. Got it under control. Let's just hope they don't die, because we do need them for the final siege. Of course, hopefully we get some like legendary characters, which that is a thing in the game. So shit. Siege is over, and let's go. That was actually pretty good because we got ammo and no one's. Let's go morale and 1 health gained. Jesus fucking Christ. What is that thing? James takes a wrong turn down a country road and comes across a house. The house is a large mushroom, nearly as big as a person. There's a little gated area outside with some sort of exotic rodent grunting inside. A gnome steps out of the house and starts killing recruits. You have a zombie problem? That's gnome problem. Okay, well, the rodent rears back and whinnies dramatically. Nomi points towards the horizon and winks. Nomi's strength revealed, Nomi's attitude revealed. Nomi joins the team, onward to Canada. And we're both severely injured. Which is pretty shitty. Fucking... it's a her? Okay. Nomi goes against her judgment and camps in a city apartment because there's no zombies around. When she wakes up, god damn it, the building's on fire. Run out now, because calmly thinking of a plan is for fucking idiots. Okay, so we found a trader camp. He's still riding on the on the rat.